everyone. You guys are welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry. I was online a few minutes ago and the network was terribly bad. Okay, I scheduled the online video beforehand. Okay, and it was unfortunate. I'm telling you, I never knew I could I could hang like that. I am so sorry. I don't know what to do. If I never, I did. In fact, I don't know. I was so confused, not actually knowing what to do. Okay, but right now I have relocated. I was inside a few minutes ago, but right now I am outside. So, and of course, there will be so much noise. Yeah, there will be so much noise now. There will be so much noise now. So please just help me to share this video. You know, just share and like, because I don't really know what to do. Sincerely, I was so confused. So if you're hearing me right now, just say hi. Oh. I need to know. I need to know if I am actually, well, I know I'm live already, but I need to confirm. Hello guys, I am so sorry. I was online few moments ago. Yeah. So, but you know, the network really affected the live video, so it became a problem. So I don't know if you guys can see me and hear me. Yeah, that's just the thing. I need to know if you guys can hear me very well. Please just say hi to me. If you guys are there, please say hi and like this video. Please say hi and like this video as well. So yeah, so at least I'll be sure that I am live. Okay. I'll be sure that I am live. Okay, be sure that I am. Okay, sir. So there'll be so much noise around here. So please just bear with me. I'm going to prepare better. This is actually my first time of wanting to make a pattern for as live. You understand? So, and I think I'll be doing that right now. I just pray that I will have everything it takes, you know, to be able to do it live. I will have everything it takes to be able to do it live. Now, in this video, I'll be showing you how to transform this basic pattern into a bustier pattern. Okay, how to transform the basic pattern. This is not my size. Actually, this is size 10 basic pattern. Okay, and I have the back here as well. Okay, so I'll just quickly be, you know, showing you how to do this. Of course, I'm sure you already know what pattern drafting is all about and how to achieve this. Okay, please share this video, like this video. Please, just 2 people have liked the video. Please like this video as you are watching. Okay, I will so much appreciate it if you can like this video, and God bless you as you do. Okay, thank you so much for your support. Right, so of course you know that this is the waistline, this is the armhole curve, this is the side dart, the waistline darts or the waist darts, this is the neckline. Okay, so now to transform this into a bustier pattern, now not just a bustier pattern, a princess armhole princess. In fact, you know, because of the network issue I had, I couldn't position, or I couldn't title this video properly, but I know I'm going to do that after the video. Okay, after the video is over, I know I'm going to do that. But please, this is all about princess darts. Okay, it's all about princess darts. Okay, and I pray that the network wouldn't be an issue this time. Okay, so I'm going to the first thing I'm going to do is to note where my underbust is. My underbust. Okay, so let's assume the underbust for this underbust measurement from the shoulder or from the neck point here is giving me about 14 inches. Let's assume, or probably 14.5, right? So this is 14.5. Don't forget, this is my center front, right? So here is the 14.5, okay? And you are going to do it this way. Okay, so now for a bustier means it's a way of contouring your bodice pattern or probably your garment. You want the bust to be well, protruded when you're wearing the garment. You don't want any bulge under your bust, right? So this is how you do it. You position, you ensure that you note where the underbust is, the underbust line is, right? So, and you come to the side. The side will be deeper than the center front. So once you, from here now, of course, this is where the nipple point is. And here I think I have come down already, because it's not good for your dart to start directly from the nipple. So you have to come down, just stay away from this nipple point by 1 inch, 1.5 inches, or 1 3/4, okay, that's 1.75 inches. And the reason is because it's just to enhance the fitting, and aside that, to also make the bust sit comfortably. Okay, that is the idea. So I think here I have come down by 1.5 already. So, but if you're a small size person like this size 10, I would advise you just do 1 inch. It's not bad, or at most you do 1.25, or maybe if you can try it, before making use of it, you can use a cheap fabric. Then probably you can try 1.5 to see how it's going to look. But I just want to believe that it's a way of helping the bust sit well. Okay, so please help me to like this video as you watch. Say hi, drop your comments. I would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so okay, so that's it. So now here I will come to the side of this dart, the dart leg here. I will go out. I hope you can see. I will go out, because this is a small size. Okay, I will go out by 3/4 inch, or at most 1 inch. Okay, 3/4. This is 3/4. Then you can go as much as 1 inch, but 3/4 is fine for a small size person. The bust is not too big, so you can do 3/4. or you do 1 inch. 1 inch, please, at most 1 inch for a small size person. But for me, for a plus size person, of course, you can go as much as 1.5, right? As much as 1.5, right? So this is it. So let me just do like 1 inch. I'm not going to measure. Okay, let me try to measure. Maybe 1 or 3/4. Just point it out. You measure it if you are really, you want to make something for yourself or for a client. So you need to be accurate with whatever you are doing, right? So this is what I have. Can you see? Then here towards the center front, here, you come in by 1/2 inch. Okay, now on one of my videos on this channel, like 2 years back or more, I used to advise that you measure your under bust. Okay, when you measure your under bust, for example, if your under bust is 30 inches, you divide it by 4, and whatever you get, you ensure you measure it out. Okay, so you measure it out here, you measure it out here. I will drop that link. Okay, you measure it here. I hope you understand. So the remaining, by the time you measure it, of course, you still have some leftover. So it is the leftover that you will divide. Okay, for example, if the leftover is like 1 inch, right? You can decide to take 1/4 here and 3/4 here. Okay, but for me, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore, right? So, but you can still do that. If that is what you want, I will drop the link in the description box after this video, right? So now that you have established your point, then you are going to do this, okay? I hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay, you're going to position it. Then my advice for you guys is that you should not make it too deep. Don't make it too deep. Good morning. Yeah, don't make it too deep. Okay, so then you connect this way. You connect this way. Can you see? And the reason why I will not go down too much is because I have come down from here to here. So I don't need to go down too much, right? So, and once you are done with this, you are going to connect this to this point, you connect this to this point. Then it will give you a kind of W sign, right? W sign, that is the effect, right? So you connect it this way. Okay, then you connect this way. Right? So this is what you have, and then you are done with this. So because it's an armhole, in fact, there are 2 types of princess dart. You can make it armhole, and you can make it, you can, turn it to an armhole princess dart, or you can make it a shoulder princess dart. Now, the reason, the difference is just like the names, okay? When you hear armhole, it means that the line or the dart is coming directly from the armhole, okay? If it is shoulder, then it is coming directly from the shoulder, okay? So, for example, if it's an armhole, I don't have my pencil here. Now, let me go get my pencil. Let me go get my pencil, right? Let me go get my pencil so that I can show you what you do. And if I want to clean it, I can also clean it. Let me see what to do. Oh, sorry, let me show you using my pencil. So just give me 1 minute. Let me go get my pencil. Okay guys, so I have my pencil. Let me use my mic. So I have my pencil here. Okay, so here is my armhole. I'm trying to make it more visible to you. Okay, so this is it. So if it's an armhole princess, that the name says it all. Okay, the name describes it all. Then you go this from here. Okay, now, of course, there was a question, that somebody posted or probably sent to me asking if it's compulsory that the armhole curve should be measured before deciding where to pick, okay, or where to draw the dark line from. My answer is no. You do not need any measurement on this curve. You do not need to measure anything, okay? All you need is your discretion. Now, I always say that if you want to do an armhole princess, or you want to make an armhole princess that bustier or whatever, then you must consider the sewing aspect, okay? Now, what I do say is that when you pick a point here, know that the point here is not good. But if you're still a beginner, I will not advise to pick a point here. Why? Because this point is the curviest part of this curve. And when you are joining it, you could have difficulties or probably challenges as you are joining. Why? Because you are a beginner. Okay? So because when you're joining the fabric pieces or fabric panels together, you could have little issues trying to align, the pieces and all that if you are a beginner. So my advice for everyone is that you just pick from the upper parts. So you don't need to start measuring, okay? So just pick from the upper, because the lower it is, the lower this line or the point that you want to pick is, the lower it is, the more challenging it could be or would be for you when you are when you're sewing, okay, when you're joining it on your sewing machine, it could result to, you could have issues, all right, trying to, align the pieces properly, okay? So my advice, like I said, is to pick a point here or here, okay? The effect is the same. Is it not just to, be firm, for you to look firm, for you to be, for you to look nice? The effect is the same. The effect is the same. So I'm just going to pick from here, okay? I'm going to pick from here. Then, mind you, this is the nipple point, okay? So, and I will not advise I came down by 1.5 inches here. This side also is either you come down by 1.5 inches or you do 1 inch. The idea is you must not allow your dart or your line to begin directly from the nipple point, right? Now, you can do a princess dart dress or a princess line dress without having to take a dart on the armhole. If it's a bustier, of course, you want it to look good, then you can do this. But if it's not a bustier, if it's just a regular RTW ready to wear, then you can just do this. But mind you, if you are doing this, that means you will not go as deep as this. Okay? You won't go as deep as 1 inch from here or 3/4 from here. Okay? So if it's a usual ready to wear, maybe you're using a crepe fabric, then I would advise you just do like 1/4 here instead of going this deep. You don't need to go as deep as, this. So that's just it. And like I said, please, if you're watching me and you have not liked this video, please, I'm begging you, like this video, and share it if you can. Okay, share it if you can, because there are some that, would have, because here, if you are, as you are, following me live, you can actually ask questions. We can be interactive. We can make it interactive instead of only me talking, right? So I need your honest response, yeah. So that's it. So what I will do, because this side is going to be curvy, I will just temporarily draw a line, kind of a faint line, even though I may make it permanent later. Okay, don't make the curve to be too deep. Don't make it too deep. Can you see? Now, because this is a ready to, this is a bustier pattern, you need to create a dart here. Now, this pattern is a standard pattern, okay? There's so many patterns out there, okay? But I would advise that for this, my pattern, you don't take too much. Maybe a whole 1 inch as your dart because you want to create a bustier pattern. For me, I feel it's much. So you can do 1/2 inch, right? You can do 1/2 inch. You can do 3/4, even 3/4 safe. But when you are being taught something, especially on YouTube like this, you need to find time to do what? To practice. You need to find time to practice. Very, very important, right? So what I will do right now, I will measure from here to here. If it's 1/2 inch, I will measure 1/2 inch. If it is 1 inch, but 1 inch will be much, I will measure. But if it's ready to wear, you don't need it to do. Or if you want to do, okay, you want to take a dart, let it be just 1/4 inch. Yes. And the most important part of it will be under your bust. Just contour it by 1/4 inch on both sides. That's my advice. You don't need to do too much. You don't need to do too much. So this is it, and we are good to go. Can you see? So now, because I want to take 1/2 inch from here to here, I will do half. You can do 3/4 like I said, but one is too much. So then you measure from here up 1 inch. For a plus size person, you can do 1.5. Now, if you want to do 1 inch, is good. Okay, but if you're a plus size person, then I would advise that this dart should not start from here. Even with this 1 inch that you came up to this point by, you still need to move out by 1 inch. The idea is you are creating space, allowance for the bust to sit comfortably without any wrinkle, right? That is the idea. So even at that, as a plus size person, you need to move away, move away, move away, right? So, but for a small size person, 1 inch from here is fine, 1 inch from here is fine, and you may decide not to move away by 1 inch, okay? But if you still want to do it, it's fine. But the advice my advice is for people or designers who want to make dresses or whatever for their plus size clients. That's the idea. Okay, so now from here I will move away by 1 inch. Then my darts, let it be like in between this. Okay, here, from here 1 inch. Then you ensure that this point is in between. Then you can position let's assume this is the point. Okay, let me redraw the darts very well so you see the position I'm coming from. Can you see? So from here to here, assuming you have measured it, okay, then you can now draw a line from this point, this 1 inch point. You position it to the end of the dart here, okay, and you do the same here. So can you see the effect it's given? This is the effect it's given, okay? So this is it. Then you can now connect this way, okay? So you connect. Can you see? But mind you, this is too long for a small size person. For a size 10, for me, I feel it's too long. 1.5 inches is too much. So you can do 1 inch, okay? So, but this is just, you know, a tutorial. So you connect this way, you connect this way, and that is all. Then for the neckline, you can decide to do any neckline or design of your choice. You can decide to do any design of your choice, okay? So you can bring it down, because this is a regular neckline, so you can bring this down by probably 1 inch, okay? You take this like that, maybe 1 inch, but it will be too, for me to be much. So you can do, now this depends on your choice. It won't be much. I'm just saying my own, okay? It depends on the neckline that you want. It depends on the neckline that you want, okay? So you can do whichever neckline you want to do. I'm just drawing my own. So you can do any design of your choice. And so on, okay? And you are good to go. With this, it will give you a very lovely effect, okay? So it will give you a very lovely effect with this, okay? Now let's go over to the back. Please like this video as you are watching. Please like this video. If you are yet to like, please like it. Like this video if you are yet to do so. So this is how it is. Okay, so can you see now? So for this one, this is a standard pattern. This is a back pattern. Can you see is the back for the same size 10. And here I have my zipper allowance. Okay, and here I have the shoulder that of ½ an inch or 1 cm if you're a kind of person that prefers cm, okay, cm measurements. I don't use cm, I use inches, okay? So but if you're a cm person or cm designer, then you can do 1 inch instead of, sorry, 1 cm instead of ½ an inch. Okay, so then you connect this up. You know, the dark line, the middle line is actually coming from here, because when I was doing this, I measured right from the original zipper line or center back line before I drew this line. You know, I had already removed some, like not up to 1 inch, just few centimeters to reduce the zipper bulge, okay? And that's why you have a slanted back line. Can you see? Your back line must be slanted, okay, to reduce the zipper bulge. So, but of course, before I decided to slant it, there was a line here before which represented the zipper, sorry, the center back line. Okay, so I measured, you know, I inserted this measurement from the original line here, and that was why I was able to extend the line up. Okay, so you pick a spot here. The measurement, of course, is coming, the middle line is coming directly, and this is the appropriate spot that it is. Okay, so now you will connect from here to here, and this is if you want the princess line to also appear, or princess dart to also appear on the back panel. That is if you want that. But if you want the princess line or the princess dart to only appear on the front part, then you don't need this. Okay, you do not need to, you know, make it appear on the back. Okay, but for people who are interested in also making it to appear on the back, then you are free to do this. Then you can follow me on this. Okay, so you put it this way, this way, and you connect. Okay, so ensure that it aligns with the line here. Can you see the line coming from the shoulder? So when you place it this way, it's just going smoothly like this. Okay, and this is it. But you won't leave it this way. Can you see how it is? You won't leave it this way. All I will advise you to do is to take your curve ruler, and you make it, you blend it. Okay, can you see? You blend it this way. Can you see this space? So like it's about 1/8 away from the original spot. Can you see? 1/8 away. And this is all you need. This is all you need. Please, if there's any question, let me know in the comment section. Please say hi if you are watching. Say hi and like this video if you are watching. Okay, like this video if you are watching. So that's how it is, and you are good to go. So I'll be cutting it now, and of course showing you, or also explaining to you, how to go about the sewing. Can you see? So now it's time for me to cut. So you cut this side, other side, you don't need it again, like again. So all you need to do, just to make this line your checkpoint, because this line and this line on the under bust must match, like must match. It has to match. Yeah. So I'm cutting this way. Can you see it? I'm cutting, following the line. Please don't mind the dog that is barking. No. That's anytime he sees strangers or even people around that he knows, he will still bark. And that was the reason I didn't want to do this video outside, because of the barking, the dogs barking. But as it is now, I think the network didn't permit me so. And I feel that, maybe I feel like God wants or wanted me to be here or to come and do the video outside. Maybe. Let's not spiritualize it. Right? So please, if you're watching, just say hi. So this is it. This is the line, or I can even decide to do this. My scallop design. If you want to learn how to do this scallop design, it's on my channel. Scallop neckline. I can drop the link for you. So this is it. You know, here is going to be unfold, so it will complete this one. This was without measurement. To me, I just did this one. Of course, I'm sure you know that. So this is what I have. All I need to do is to label it, ensure that this underbust match, and the nipple points also could match, maybe. So, but where the dart actually starts from, this point also has to match, okay, when you are joining on fabric. It has to match, okay? So I think so far so good. It's not more than this. Now, the mistake I made, I just remembered now. You know, see the mistake I made. You remember that I picked the point here as my dart, right? So now I'm going to cut the dart. I am so sorry I forgot. In fact, at times that's why I'm always scared of live video, because if there is a mistake, I will quickly, you know, edit it out, whatever, you know. But on live, you cannot edit a mistake or edit the video when you're doing it live, okay? So if you are teaching the wrong thing and there are not people to tell you that, oh, this is wrong, that is, you know, that's going to be an issue. So because this is a dart from here to here, half an inch, so all I will do, following this line, okay, I will just connect with this point. This is my reference point. Then I will connect with no deep curve, just slight curve. Can you see? If it's 1 inch from here to here, 1 inch, then it can start from here. But it's just half an inch, okay? So because it's half an inch, you will make up for the lost here. You know, this is going to be cut away, cut out, or cut away, as the case may be. So you extend this line and measure from this armhole half an inch. So let's say half an inch is here. So you extend the line, just make it continuous this way, and measure half an inch and stop here on the half an inch, right? So once you are able to do that, then you curve it out and connect it to here. Now, what are you trying to do? You are trying to make up, okay, for this. Now, some people would say, okay, when they are teaching, they will say, you know, the armhole is going to be short because of this. So this is just to replace the loss. It can't replace it. It will still be short. Okay? You have removed it, though you are putting this one. Okay? But it's not going to replace this. So if the armhole curve, the measurement is, if the measurement is maybe 10 inches, for example, the whole of the armhole, the round armhole, if it's 10 inches, and you decide to remove a dart of half an inch here, of course, it could come down to like 9.5, okay? Yeah, because of the half an inch dart that you have taken. So you won't say this would make up for it and it will return back to 10 inches. It won't happen that way. Okay, it won't happen that way. So the essence of this, okay, this coming out by half inch or coming out by the amount that you've decided to take here, is just to ensure that when you are joining, this piece does not become short. Of course, it will be short. The reason being that when you are joining these two together, and as you are joining on the machine, you discover that maybe this one is here. It won't get to here. Why? Because you have removed this. So in order for you to, you know, avoid that shortage, that is the reason why we have to come out by the amount that you have taken away. Yeah. So for it to at least to align properly by the time you are joining. But it will not replace the lost allowance. It will not, the armhole curve will not go back to how it was before you took ½ inch out. As in, you understand what I'm saying? So that's the essence. That's the essence. Okay, so it's just to make up, not to prevent it from being, you know, short, as in from being. I hope my Oyibo is not too much, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, so as you are joining, then this makeup for this is, you know, this line becomes, it aligns well and gets to here. Okay, you know, so, and it's balanced. It's just to balance the pattern, to balance the panels, yeah, as you join, you know, when you're sewing. So that's the idea. So once you are done with that, with this, then you can trim this out. Okay, so I'll put this aside. So okay, so this is your new armhole curve. Is no longer this. Okay, is this one. The new one, then you continue cutting. So I hope you guys are following. So then you cut this. Can you see? So then you cut this. Okay, now before you cut this, you know that you have changed the position of the dart. Okay, the start of the dart, of course, is usually supposed to be from the nipple point, but it's no longer from the nipple point anymore because we have shifted it backward. Can you see? So this is the new start position or starting position now. So you are going to cut a straight line or just connect it to the nipple point like this. So as you are cutting, you open this up to this point. Okay, just watch how I do it. Okay, then you align it. Can you see? You align it properly. Okay, can you see the opening here? You align it properly. You can see the bigger dart here. That's not what I want now. I want the shorter one because that is my new dart. Okay, so I'll just place it this way and align the darts, the lines. Okay, so I will use my tape. So with the help of my tape, I will tape it down. So you tape it down. Then you tape it down. Okay? Can you see? So now you can take another paper and cover this space. Cover it up. So let me use so you put it this way. If you have gum, you can use gum or use a tape. So let me shorten it. With my tape. So I am done with this, and this is what I have. Okay, so I will just trim. Let me tape it. So I can tape it and trim out. Okay, this is it. Can you see it? So this is the best way to do it. Okay? Can you see? So as you are joining, okay, so this will align properly by the time you are ready to join. I hope you understand. So this is how it's going to look, and we are ready to go. So now if you want to place it on your pattern, very easy to place on your fabric, I mean. So you fold your fabric into two and you place it this way, and you add seam allowance, and making sure that every checkpoint is being noted or notched, okay, so that you will be able to find it as you are sewing, not that you'll be taking on the bust point for another position. I hope you understand. So this is it, right? This is it. Okay, so you put it and you add your seam allowance. Then for the side, this is the side front, you can add 1.5 inches allowance, okay, or 1 inch, okay. You can add 1 inch or you add 1.5. Then for here as well, you add your seam allowance, okay. But for me, when I'm making my own, I don't even bother to add seam allowance, okay, because I noticed that after doing this, by the time you join, there will be this space alone will cover part of the where the sleeve is supposed to start from, okay. So what I do now, I don't even bother to add seam allowance, but please, to be on the safer side, add your seam allowance. Very important, okay. Then you do the same thing as well here, okay. You add your seam allowance here, you add your seam allowance here, you add your seam allowance, add your seam allowance. You don't need to add your seam allowance here because of course it will be on fold, but if you don't want it to be on fold, or maybe if you are doing you are using different fabrics, different colors of fabrics, or different colors, yeah, or probably shades of fabric, then you can you can add seam allowance here, because if you are using blue for one side, you use yellow for the other side. Then that is when seam allowance on the middle or the center front comes in, right? That is where it comes in. So this is what we have, and of course we are fine this way. So once you are able to add your seam allowance, then you cut on fabric, then you start joining. You start joining, but please, like I said, ensure you notch. This underbust must match, even if every other point does not match. This underbust, very, very important. It has to match. It has to. Sincerely, it has to. I won't say more than that. So this is it, and here you also cut. So if your pattern is not looking this way, maybe you do not have shoulder dart on your back pattern, okay, then you may not bother to do this. Just position your what's it called, your tape, and get the middle point. Okay, so once you get the middle point of your shoulder, that is where your line will go to. Okay, simple as that. Or you may decide you want to remove the dart here. Okay, then you measure from here to here and get the middle point. Simple, simple, simple as that. So this is it. Very easy. Then you cut. So you cut like this. Like this part is no longer needed. This is no longer needed. So you cut this part off. Then go like that and separate it. That is all you need to do. Simple as that. So far so good. This is all I have for you guys today, and if you have any question as regards what we have been doing so far, then I would advise that you let me know in the comment section. And yeah, I think I talked about the shoulder princess, that on the front part. Yeah, you know, I explained the one on the back. The one on the back, I told you that you are going to get the middle point. Okay, the same thing you are going to do on the front. The same thing you are going to do on the front. Okay, so you are going to get the middle point on the shoulder, and you are going to, instead of taking it to the armhole, you will take it directly to the midpoint of the shoulder. Right? So you take it to the middle point of the shoulder. So that's all you need to do. And for that shoulder, you do not need to take any dart if it's on the shoulder. It's not necessary. Okay, so it's not necessary. So that's just it. There's a difference between, but some people still take it, but I don't think that is necessary. So I'm going to be posting a design later to notify you about our next tutorial. Okay, I have done the cutting aspect, so it requires the sewing aspect, right? So I have done the cutting aspect, it's only the sewing. So of course I'm still editing the videos, the video I did, you know, while I was doing the pattern drafting aspect, sorry, not the cutting aspect, the pattern drafting aspect. So when I was making use of the pattern, altering the pattern and all of that, I did a video on that, okay? And I'm going to, and it's just like a sample for a client that has one kind shape, you know. Of course, the shape is not that bad, but and because she's new to me, that's what I do. I usually, you know, use a sample, make a sample for them to wear, so that will give me an idea of any adjustment that I need to do, right? So that is what I do. So thank you so much for watching. I want to believe that you guys will follow me next time I want to do this live section. And anytime I'm going live, I am going to try as much as I can to notify you like 24 hours before then, right? So I think that's what I'm going to do. 24 hours before the time. And I pray for good weather, you know. So I just pray that everything will work together for the good of that live video, you know. So I got so confused today. I didn't actually know what to do. I didn't know I was, you know, the network was really doing me somehow. You know, that I was even thinking, oh, should I not do it? Should I do it? You know, I had already scheduled for 11 a.m. and, you know, it wasn't working at all. It wasn't working. So, but I just want to believe it will work next time. And I would have done, you know, all the necessary things before the time. Okay, so I want to say thank you to everyone that has been part of this, and please like this video, share this video if you can, and of course I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, thank you so much, and thank you so much. So we'll see next time, and please like all the videos that you watch. Please help this channel to grow. Very important. God bless you as you do. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.